Yo, what is going on, my fellow weebs? Corner here, and welcome back to the channel. So, welcome first off, all the new followers and new subscribers that have popped over because of Titanic Scion. This game is a blast, and unfortunately, it's come out at like one of the worst times when a bunch of other things are happening. So, my time here is unfortunately limited, but I will have a couple of video for you guys here, much like today's video, and the follow-up or the completion of my current build video that I made. It actually came out today as time of recording, but that video will be out in like a day or two, so just stay tuned for that. Things are getting pretty crazy. But the whole point of today's video is actually to talk about an emergency mission that has just popped up, a mechanic and a boss that the community has found it's a bit secretive in kind of how he works. So I want to talk really quick about kind of how he spawns, how this whole thing works overall, and how this fight's gonna go. And we're also gonna just do the fight here, in case you're curious, on hard mode. Specifically, I want to say I have it set already. Yeah, doing the fight on hard mode, solo with our current build, our melee build. Absolutely love it. Anyway, so now's your chance to hide away, by the way, from spoilers. But if we head over to missions, we can see this thing. It's like Zeruchroar is his name. He is an enemy from the previous Daemon Machina. Super cool. Zeruchroar, taking him out gets you 20k, which I wish it was more credits. It's not very many credits. My credits are awful right now. But you also do get an MK3 slot, which is really nice. Granted, you can just buy MK3 slots for like 50k credits a piece, but getting them without having to purchase credit or having to spend credits is going to be really nice. And if you haven't just been mindlessly farming a bunch of other stuff, you're eventually going to run out of credits pretty quickly. So either way, that's not the only way for this boss to actually spawn. Funny enough, in the area they have you do the mission, shut up, Ash. They have you do the mission is actually an area where he can spawn. So we're just gonna head over here really quick. You can see this here, so that's where Zeruchroar is. But in this area here, we're actually gonna spawn right here. Oh, dude, why is my map being so weird? That is very strange. I've never seen that happen before, but you know, first time for everything, I guess, in these missions. But in this area right here is where we're gonna fast travel to. There is a boss that can spawn here. It's a gun fort. And if this gun fort does like a very specific interaction with like his animation, basically he jumps back and shoots a bunch of missiles, there's a chance for Zeruchroar to fly in, break him, and you can fight him. Now, this is the only way legitimately we've been able to get this boss to spawn. Some people have kind of like forced his way in. Like they had this mission early, since it was in the game files, as this was going to be an event that just got turned on, or they cheated a way to push him into here. Now, if we look at Zeruchroar here, Zeruchroar actually is now in the simulator after you complete this mission. So after you complete the mission, he will pop up here. Either that, or maybe I played with someone else who cheated. I don't know. Because some people, if you play with people who have cheated and done this, your mission or their mission will pop up here for you as well. So just keep that in mind in case you're like, oh, I have this, or I've had this for a while. That's probably the reason why. But we're going to go ahead and head over here. Now that we've talked about all the ways you can spawn him, and we're going to fight him on hard mode. We're also doing it solo with our pure melee build, and oh my god, dude, I love this build so much. I'm gonna be making the build video. Actually, we'll record the build video right after this. You can see there's the gun fort that can spawn. We're just gonna run right past him. We really don't care, but my god, do I love this build, dude. I'm gonna make the video, record the video on this build right after this is done. I just want to get this finished first. Okay, maybe I should not mess that up, movement. But this is very nice movement, very little femto usage, which, I mean, we could use the femto. It's not that big a deal because there's a way to regen femto in this area anyway. But we're just gonna go ahead and jump on over. And there he is. Now, he's weak to physical in this form specifically. So you want to start physical here, but he does change his weakness after you get him to a certain spot. The goal here is to break his little back fin, at least for me. Kind of annoying to get to. If I can get the lock on. This lock on is awful. But you want to go ahead and break this back fin. Dude, seriously, I lose lock on? I did. Oh no. I did this perfectly fine off recording, and now he's just being a pain in the neck during the recording by jumping all around. This guy is really annoying for melee, by the way, as he just slides all over the place, and it's really difficult to keep up with him. That's why I'm glad I have my run speed. And he will run towards the edge of the arena and then jump back towards the center. So yeah, this is annoying. Let's see if we can just run over here and get him to follow us. Okay, we've gotten the lock on now. We can actually start damaging him. So he is weak to physical. And like I mentioned, he's kind of a pain. He likes to run away a lot, but we can just spam him down with physical attacks. So if you're using the machine gun, this is actually a pretty easy spot to use. They keep smashing this spot for a little bit. Now, normally I would say keep attacking through stuns, but in this case, we want to break this. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Oh, he didn't push us away, unfortunately. Let me see if I can get, oh, yeah, while I'm stunned, I can still get the lock on, which is nice. You apparently pushed him a little too much. That's fine. Yeah, we're just going to keep going here and keep going for this break here. In case you're curious, like, oh, why even bother fighting him on hard? What do you get for fighting him on hard? Nothing extra, really, actually. All you do is have a challenge. Honestly, I would highly recommend just farming him on story, because otherwise he's kind of annoying. And it's inefficient to farm him on hard, honestly, since you don't get any, at least as of right now that we've been able to figure out, no one has mentioned that we get any extra loot whatsoever. It's just, he has more HP and does more damage. And you're gonna find he does this a lot. There's actually a really good melee build you can use with maces that usually you can throw the mace. We're gonna go for that grab again. Oh, we don't have to. Okay, cool. So we got the weak spot that we wanted to get opened up. And now we're just gonna keep going for that. Yeah, there's like a throw build for maces that's really strong. We're gonna go ahead and stop in devotion for a second. We gotta be a little bit more careful because we don't have Iris to just throw us a full heal randomly. With the amount of VP that we have, Iris basically heals us, or like our VP is enough to keep us sustained decently, unless we take like a major hit to withstand Iris's cooldown on when she decides to heal us. So it's kind of nice. I could have more VP technically, but I opted to have a little more flight speed for situations or bosses that I have to fly. I'm not going to talk too much about the build. Like I said, I'm going to make an entire separate video where we cover the build, but let's just say post endgame or post story parts or endgame parts kind of cook. Pop this again. He's going to roar, I think, here. About a half HP. When he gets down to about like a third of his HP, he's going to shed some of his armor. I didn't even scan him. I guess I should to show you guys his stuff, huh? You know what? There we go. He shed some of his parts. Here we go. I'll do the scan real fast. Is it going to show? It's not showing it. Usually it does. Am I like... Oh, there we go. So I had the lock on. So there's 2 sets of development data. I don't usually scan. Oh, wow. I wasn't paying attention at all to my healing. All right. Let's do this really fast. Let's pop this. Let's do this. All right, we're back in the game. Was not paying attention to my HP at all. Was trying to get this scanned for you guys. There you go. So there's like 2 sets of development data. As you can see, there's also the assault systems and all that stuff. Assault, guard, as well as wing. So you have a couple of different options. So now he's gonna be flying around a whole lot, and he's still really annoying. Is the best way to put it. At this point, you can go for the weak spot if you're playing melee. It's kind of hard to hit all the time. Let's make sure he's to our left. There we go. You want to go with laser damage here. And if you get low on femto, there's actually a spot to regen your femto. So once we get below half, I'm going to go to that regen spot. Actually, I'm going to go to the regen spot now since he decided he wanted to run off. Go ahead and heal with devotion. Let's jump over this femto spot. Heal up real quick. I've never seen this before. I think I've always killed him before he did anything like this. So that's a new one for me, at least. I'm going to start stabbing. See if I can get the lock on along with it. Using this skill, it's actually pretty easy to just start attacking first and then go for the lock on, but it's fine. Here we go. And then we're just going to keep on holding our stab. You should be able to just take him down. Now that we've got the lock on, as long as he doesn't fly all over the place or hyper stun us, which he is liable to do, to be fair, we should be able to continue to keep our damage up. Hope our shield blocks all that. Yep, it did. It's actually, oh, well, this is more build talk. I can't help it, honestly, but it's actually better for me to have this weapon in the other hand because your shield blocks based on the way you're facing. So with me stabbing, I'd be stabbing with my left hand instead of my right hand where my shield is, and my shield would block things more often. He is still going to be annoying. It is what it is. It's always like this for recording. I actually absolutely hyper destroyed him in my my test run, as is usually the case. Now he's gonna fly up. If he ever goes outside of his arena, he just flies back in. Dude, this game makes me really want a better FOV. Kind of, you know, kind of jelly of my homies playing on the widescreen right now. There we go. And there you go. Let me down. Pretty straightforward fight, nothing too crazy. And once you complete it, it allows you to go ahead and fight him in the refights. So pretty cool stuff there. Let's see what we got this time around. We got the shoulder late. So his gear is basically heavyweight gear. So you can see here, like, where is it? Yeah, heavyweight armor, not super heavyweight, but heavyweight armor. Has high laser defense, high VP, high flinch resistance, and high memory capacity. The chest piece is really, really nice. Memory capacity shenanigans. So in case you're someone who's, you know, rocking that, not a bad choice to rock the chest piece. I'm actually considering making this chest piece and swapping mine out for it. The only issue I have with it is, like, its aerial speed's really bad. I mean, I'm really high on ground speed. My aerial speed's kind of crap. So I'm kind of trying to balance that out a little bit more and push something with a little bit better aerial speed while still maintaining a good amount of VP. Not VP, I'm sorry. A good amount of memory. So that might be the choice to go towards. I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to see. But you can see here we also have the shoulder weapon, which is a laser missile. We have the arms, which have some decent brawling capacity, but not really great. They have some decent shooting accuracy. Like I said, they're very just built for what feels like laser builds themselves. And then the compound factor is M1, SK1, and MI15, which gives you these here. I do believe there's another set of genes you can possibly get from here. This is just the ones I always get, and I don't really feel like fighting him again just to show that off on him a couple of times as it is. But either way, that's basically it. Now that he's here, you can just farm him to the heart's content. I'm not sure if he's going to disappear from the refight section. Also, whenever he breaks off, by the way, he breaks off his armor, you can throw it at him for like 2k damage, which is really, really good. I didn't. Mostly because I forgot. Definitely not because I wanted to show off the build or anything like that, but mostly because I forgot. So just make sure you do that whenever you're fighting him. And then once that's done, like I mentioned beforehand, you can head right on over, turn in the mission, which I would recommend doing the mission each time, not just, you know, doing the refight, because doing the mission is going to get you the credits as well as the MK1 each time. I don't think actually, you know what? Let's go look. Let's double check and make sure. So we get the memory slot, MK1, we get the money, which is very, very nice because you're going to need that for upgrading gear. Slots are insanely good. We go over here, go to battle, and we'll just go this way. There you go, Zeruchroar. You can see he has quite a few things that you can get from him. So we are going to fight him a bunch more. I'm going to fight him on my own at some point, but I wanted to go ahead and show this fight off and let you guys know that you do have some time to go ahead and fight him yourselves. I would highly recommend making sure you at least get a run in of the emergency mission, get a clear. That way he does pop up in your refight section. I don't even, what is this called? I always call it the refights. What is this? Into the battle simulator. So he pops up into your battle simulator. That way you can fight him whenever you want. You can farm all of his gear. Ash, shut up. And that's pretty much it. If there's anything I missed, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe when you keep up with more. As always, thank you to the channel members. You guys are fantastic. And I appreciate every single one of you. And I will see you all in the next video. Take care, my friends. Peace out.